Imagine, if you will, a lone figure standing by their motorcycle in the parking lot of the only fuel stop within 100 miles. The desert sun beats down, raising the temperature to more than 100 degrees, turning the skin on the rider's neck bright red. They pour water over the burning skin, but save the last few mouthfuls to keep hydrated on what remains of a long day in the saddle. It is time to push on, alone and on the open road. For many of us, this is the romantic vision of a solo motorcycle rider. One man or woman and their machine against the elements, the tarmac, and time. As travelers, and I think as part of the human race, we naturally admire individual struggles against what seems like overwhelming odds. But lately, I have been pondering, do we truly ever ride alone? My 2024 trip to Alaska was largely a solo adventure. However, I did meet up with a friend for 3 days during the start of this 12,000-mile endeavor. Some viewers of the first of the 9 episodes documenting my trip pointed out that the title of the series, Old and Alone, was really not about being alone. Well, true enough. For 3 days out of 50, I was not really alone. I shared some time and a few miles with a good friend. Guilty as charged. I was not 100% alone during this trip. I also met people at gas stops, restaurants, and on a cruise I took out of Prince Rupert, Canada. In addition, I talked or texted with my wife almost every night. Even though this was a solo adventure, I was never truly alone for more than a few hours at a time while riding from point A to point B. So why call my series Old and Alone? Of course, I am not the only creator out there who uses alone or solo to tempt people into watching my videos. Simply put, we do this because it works. Many people find the idea of a solo rider dangerous and romantic. In short, it gets people to watch, and I make no apology for doing this. If you want to be even moderately successful on the YouTube platform, you need to play the game, at least to some extent. However, the question remains, do we ever really ride alone? Can any rider jump on their motorcycle and head out on the highway without the support of literally millions of people? No, this is not hyperbole. Literally any motorcycle trip requires the work, effort, and cooperation of a multitude of people from all around the world. Somebody designed my Triumph motorcycle in England. Others assembled it in Thailand from hundreds of parts that were sourced from other suppliers across the globe. Once finished, the bike was boxed and shipped to a warehouse in the United States, where it again was transported to my local dealer. This process required that somebody drilled for oil, refined the required fuel, and built the roads needed to create the motorcycle and transport it long before I purchased it. After making the bike mine, I rode to the gas station where still others drilled and refined the fuel I would put into the tank. Even more individuals designed and created the road systems on which I would travel. When hungry, I stopped for sustenance at the local restaurant where food is cooked from ingredients that were grown and transported by still more human hands. When I want to stop for the night, somebody has miraculously built a hotel just where I need it and staffed it with others who support my safety and comfort. Of course, I could go on from here, and this list is far from complete, but I think you get the point. It is not possible for any of us to do anything without the support of many other individuals working in conjunction to create the society we find all around us. No matter how independent we think we are, we cannot exist without the interconnected web of humankind. At least not unless you want to go out in the woods and live like Sasquatch. Many creators, like me, fancy themselves as independent and self-sufficient, be it on a motorcycle or in a van. But the truth is that for us to live our dreams of travel, there has to be an army of people who get up, go to work, provide products and services, and are limited to 2 weeks vacation. It seems to me that we should be appreciative of these unsung heroes. I am not minimalizing the efforts of adventurers and travelers. Of course, we are the ones who dream the dream, create the plans, and then execute them. In fact, this is the other side of the coin. Even though we live in a world of cooperation, we as individuals are 100% responsible for our lives. But Craig, I cannot control the weather, the condition of the road, or the crazy people who want to pass me on the right. True enough, we cannot control these things, nor many of the other obstacles that life throws in our paths. But how we prepare and how we respond to these challenges is within our command. When I say these things, I am not putting myself out there as perfect. I am certainly not, and I stumble many times. I have not tried to hide the times I get tired, frustrated, and even angry while traveling. It is part of being human and part of adventure travel. As I have said in previous videos, I struggled with anger as a young man, and it is still part of my personality. Pretending it does not exist is just foolish. Rather, I have to experience the emotion, take a deep breath, and let it go. When I do that, I can say, okay, Craig, that was stupid. Now go out and have a great ride. I have also learned that blaming others for my momentary lapses is pointless. The example I shared during my 2024 trip to Alaska happened at a hotel in Laurel, Montana. I was in the middle of packing, something I was getting tired of doing, when a man holding a young girl stepped in front of me, blocking my path rather than simply walking to the right so we both could pass. I did not speak to the man and even gave him a half-assed smile, but in my head I was saying, what the? Why is it so hard just to walk to the right side of the hallway? Well, finishing my packing, I forgot about the incident when the man walked up to me asking questions about my bike and my travels. We had a brief but enjoyable conversation, and I thought to myself, Craig, you need to chill out and give other people a pass. Everyone has their own shit that they're going through. When I talk about these kinds of things, it is not because I have all the answers. I write about these challenges because I struggle with them. These videos are my form of journaling, of sharing my thoughts with others who may be pondering the same questions. For me, in thinking about all of this, my takeaways are that as individuals, we are responsible for our lives and we have to let go of blame. The blame of circumstances and the blame of other people. As Marcus Aurelius said, the obstacle is the way to overcome and the way to become a better person. As that lone rider standing at the gas station, ready to ride the last few hours of a long and hot day, I also need to be cognizant that my dreams and adventures can only be realized with the help of many other people. This should humble me, and I should be grateful. Ride safe, and keep squeezing your lemon.